Hey y'all, welcome back in. This is Pharaoh with Total Understanding Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us here once again. I am here with your weekly collective love reading. I appreciate all y'all support. Make sure y'all join us over on Instagram at Total Understanding Tarot when we go live. We'll be going live over there this week. Definitely 100% for sure. A couple of times actually. So get tapped in over there and I'll see you. Okay, and we're back. I am Pharaoh. Thank you so much for joining us here. This is a general love reading. If you would like to book a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. Also, information on our jewelry, hand-wrapped crystal pieces, talismans, etc. That's in the description box below. As well as our music. We have meditation music, guided meditation. On this channel, you'll find guided yoga practices. We started our chakra series last year. Touched on the root chakra. Now we're going to follow back up this year and complete the series going through each chakra. The next one is the sacral. So definitely stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so you can get all the notifications and all of that. All right, so I'm going to hop right into y'all love reading. Just thank y'all for rocking with the channel, for rocking with me, supporting us here. Much appreciated. Okay, so we see the past. It's a balance act with the Seven of Cups on the bottom. This is like emotions. You had to balance your emotions with your mind is what I'm feeling. You may have been sensing the situation. You may have been seeing something for what it was, but your emotions was clouding it. Or it could have been vice versa. Like you were it really drawing my something right here. This is like a poison cup. Something was poisoning your mind. It could have been friends or family poisoning your mind against the situation. It could have been what you were watching, what you were listening to. This is something that was influencing your emotions in a low vibrational way, causing you to see things in a sort of illusionary state. So whatever it is, you cut that out, right? You wanted to see things clearly. You wanted to make the right choices. Yeah, period, because you had a lot of love to give. You're stable in your love. You're stable in the way you give love, and you wanted that balanced energy. So you had to balance the energies within yourself, because you know that you can attract something unbalanced if you're not resonating with it on some level. So this is you taking accountability, responsibility for what you have going on. We have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Spears with the King of Cups. So this may have been you or somebody else rushing in. You know, this is like young energy. You sitting here as a king, but I'm feeling this is another energy. Maybe either like age younger, or this, I'm getting mature level, because like this is communication with passion. So this could be like running in, just like feeling that initial fire and not taking the time to process it through this stability that you had gained. So whatever it is, you were saying goodbye to that energy. So we had a traitor with the Three of Cups and the King of Spears. You may have been dealing with somebody having you in low vibrational energies, right? But you realize with this traitor here, you betrayed yourself, right? There are ways that, yeah, see, this is like the Ten of Swords, but right here, this is the Six of Swords, right? It's covering the Four up, right? So this is you acknowledging that the universe was giving you hints and clues to walk away from a particular mindset, to walk away from a particular way of doing things in love and romantic relationships. And I heard even in platonic friendships, some way you were interacting with people and the universe was saying, hey, this isn't a healthy way to go about it. You're going to keep getting these same results, and they were trying to help you heal. But if you're not listening, you're going to keep getting caught up. You're going to keep caught up. The King of Spears is, you know, someone who's, you know, this is like a player card, kind of is what I'm feeling right here in this energy. This is like that player energy. Somehow you kept allowing yourself to be finessed, and at a certain point you can't blame yourself at a certain point you have to start taking accountability, and I feel like that's what you were doing. But Knight of Swords with an 8 of Spears. Yeah, it's like you really fall for, you know, someone who talks a lot of game but not really backing it up, is what I'm feeling. Like that Knight of Spears is like someone who communicates real fast. They know what to say. They move in and out, but they're not the king of they're not the Knight of Swords. Then they communicate very quickly, but it's still very immature. They haven't mastered that grounding in their emotions to lead them to that King of Swords, you know, being very direct. This is somebody who's not very direct with what they say. You know, they're talking roundabout ways to try, you know, it's like a way because they're not sure, or it's like a way to keep you there without fully acknowledging they're not on the same level as you, and it became a burden, is what I'm feeling. You carrying other people's responsibilities, you carrying your own maybe feelings of guilt, inadequacy, things of that nature. Yeah, we have the 7 of Swords here. And it fell over the future, 5 of Cups, but I'm saying that's your like that was you deceiving yourself, right? This is the 7 of Swords, is some sort of deception in a way, right? And in this deck, this is the Game of Thrones deck. You know, Samuel Tarly, he was deceptive. He got his birthright as the first as the one to inherit this sword, right? But his father didn't approve of him. His father didn't believe in him. You know what I mean? So yeah, as the firstborn, this was his birthright. But his father was like, "You'll never hold this sword." He finally stood up for himself. He finally took responsibility for the way that he played in his family life. And he stood up for his connection with his girl. You know, his girl was considered a wildling. She was considered someone, you know, beneath them. But he wasn't about to let his father disrespect his girl in this situation. So I'm really feeling that in some way you decided to stand up for yourself. Maybe it was your partner wasn't standing up for you. You dealt with that a lot, or maybe you weren't standing up for yourself in certain situations, but there was a decision to be made here. He was like, "You've been talking crap on me my whole life, but one thing I'm not going to tolerate is you talking crap on the woman that I love." So this is that energy of I'm standing up, I'm defending myself. I'm no longer living in this 5 of Cups energy. I just pulled this from the future, right? This 5 of Cups energy of me feeling less than, and me going off of old emotions of myself, the way people used to talk about me in the past, that energy, you really let all of that go. And here Sam is again on the Temperance card. Patience, balancing your physical stability with your emotional maturity. Really allowing a lot of healing to come into place. This is also Sagittarian energy. So this is balancing that passion, because you may be a very passionate person. You could be a fire sign or deal with fire signs. But I'm really getting something about you is very passionate. You like to live life to the fullest. You like to explore. You like to get out there and feel and experience. But the universe is trying to tell you to balance that out. There are some people that are worthy of that energy that you're taking the time. This is taking the time to cultivate that. And you can't just keep giving it out to people who aren't really taking the time to do that, but just, you know, want to be in that energy with you. So we move to the future, the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy, so stability and commitment. I'm really feeling you became committed to yourself, so you're accepting committed relationships. Or this could be you stepping into a situation where with somebody who's just as committed as you, right? Because on the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, it's like 2 people kneeling before this figure, right? So 2 people have committed to make a decision. It's not one person begging the other or one person coercing the other. 2 people have made a commitment to be together. So this is you ushering that energy in. Could be a fire sign because they keep showing me that Temperance card. Ooh, more wands, 8 of Spears, yeah, and whatever, it's coming in very quickly. And the ravens here, this is like spiritual messengers. So you may have been getting intuitive thoughts about it. You may have been dreaming about this energy. Whatever it is, it's highly protected too. You're very protected in this. With the Tower on the bottom, it may come as a surprise. It may be with the Tower, like it's just put so clearly in your face, you have no choice but to acknowledge it. You're either gonna stay or you're gonna move. But it's gonna be a place, it's gonna be a situation where you won't have anyone else to push the blame off of, or no more excuses. It's like it's gonna be right in your face, whatever this is. And it's not necessarily a low vibrational negative thing. It's just like, are you gonna show up or not? Like, what you about to do? This one almost wanted to slip out my hands and not be caught. So it could be something that you always wanted to let go of. Some sort of new passion, some sort of new beginning that you weren't really, right here, they're showing me this is like, it's like a mask almost. It's like something that was hidden that, and with the Hermit card on the bottom, that you had to step away to really see, right? You had to really start getting connected with Spirit to help them show you what it is, right? Because with this lantern here, it sort of represents you following step by step. You can't really see the whole picture. You can't, maybe in the past you needed to see the whole picture before you made a move, but with this Hermit card, the Hermit moves one step at a time. The lantern only lights one, like a few steps, and from there you got to move and just trust. You got to really use your faith. I'm seeing here Mandalorian, so this could be a place, it may have not, you know, with that Mandalorian energy was protecting the child, or, you know, people call it Baby Yoda. They're really showing me that here. So perhaps it didn't move forward because you were being protected at that point. Spirit was protecting you. Maybe they allowed you to feel it or to see it, but not allow you to get into it because maybe you weren't ready or this person wasn't ready. Ancestors were heavily involved with this situation. The Lovers. Oh, snap. With the Six of Cups, hold up. So, you know, with the Lovers, it's a choice. So perhaps you made a choice to, in that balancing act in the past, maybe you made a choice to not accept this energy. But I'm getting, perhaps now you're ready for it. It's very harmonious there. They're showing me the Four of Cups right here. So the Four of Cups is the energy of, you know, not accepting. But I'm really getting you not accepting less. So that's why this is able to come in now. They had to make sure that you wasn't going to mess this up. All right, so in this energy right here, you know, Jon Snow with, I can't even remember her name right now, but she was also a wildling, right? She was really into him, and he was kind of still finding himself, right? He was still like on this path of discovery. He knew he liked to be free, but he also knew he still had a responsibility to his home. So he kind of allowed himself to get caught up in this energy, and when the time came to make a choice, he didn't choose her, right? And he put it like, he put it to her like, hey man, you already know who I was when you got involved with me. You already knew, you already know my last name. You know who I'm loyal to, whoop de whoop. So it's just that energy of making the right choices for yourself in the beginning of any situation. You know, people call them red flags and things like that, but there are always hints and clues as to what a person is truly about, what is drawing you to this person. And the more you're able to trust your intuition, I'm really feeling that High Priestess vibe, the more you strengthen that, the more you can avoid certain pitfalls. It's not about prejudging a situation, but when your intuition gives you that nudge, it's it will behoove you to listen. So but I'm getting there some sort of new start, something new that's forming with that page of coins here. The Knight of Spirits with the Three of Coins. Yeah, this could be with the Nine of Coins on the bottom. Okay, so this is some sort of collaborative energy, but I'm really feeling like you doing good on your own. You banked up on your own, and that's what could be causing you to be defensive, because it did show me the Nine of Spears. So that is kind of being that wounded warrior, right? So you might want to be careful of that. You want to make wise decisions and take your time in relationships, but stagnation, too much stagnation can kill that new flame. Well, that's a strong word. Can put out that new spark. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got the Nine of Cups too. So they're urging you to find. They're urging you to find self-fulfillment within yourself, right? Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles, maybe focus on your work, or maybe work on building your self-esteem even more. Maybe work on the way you move into situations and the way you allow people to approach you. Just be mindful of that. I'm really feeling the collective has bomb energy, and a lot of people are going to be drawn to you, but that doesn't mean you have to engage fully. And that's what I'm really getting here with this Three of Coins and the Knight of Spirits. People want to build with you. People think you fly. People think you're gorgeous. People think all of these things. But how do you feel about the situation? What are you listening to in terms of your intuition and the conversation that they're bringing and the things they're telling you about themselves? And all of that energy matters. Don't get it. It will be beneficial for you not to get caught up in the hype and the passion. Yes, that's what you want, but that King of Cups makes grounded emotional decisions, and you don't get to the King of Cups level without going through heartbreak, without having to experience the ups and downs in love. Use that wisdom for your benefit, and make sure that the person that you are partnering with has done that work too, right? It takes, you want to be equally yoked, as they say. You want to be with somebody on your level, and there's going to be differences in this and that, but at the same time, it's like, hold on. Okay, thank y'all. Like I said, it's going to be differences and all of that, but when you allow yourself to hold on to things that are not for you, you truly block what it is for you, right? Like with this bank here, this is the you remember, this is the bank that loans out money to excuse me, to all the people in the various kingdoms, right? And you come to them and you tell them why they should allow you to borrow this money for them. Like, and that's that energy. When you get into a partnership, it's like, it's not so much like as an interview, but it's just that energy of, I know I have a deep wealth of love, a deep wealth of emotional maturity, support, mental stability. I possess all of that. So when we are interacting, it's up to you to show me and to tell me why I should continue forward in this union, right? You had the Nine of Pentacles and you had the Nine of Cups, so you're good, and you're not being mindful of that energy of being so defensive and a wounded warrior. So you're not stepping into that low vibrational energy, but it's you respecting yourself. This is like Empress and Emperor vibes. Like, why do I need to invest in you? Why am I investing my emotions in you? Why am I investing my time in you? It's that energy. It's just like, just being a boss, like you went through a lot. Give yourself that credit. Don't allow people who haven't done the work fully on themselves to just siphon off of your energy. Yeah, I'm really seeing right here. Defend what you work for. They're just reiterating that. Like, defend that with this Seven of Spears passionately. Like, you earn your status. It wasn't given to you. You went through heartache. You went through heartbreak. Put some respect on your name. I really want to see what's the bridge between the present and future here. Stop playing. The Emperor. Jon Snow finally knows who he is. You finally know who you are. Ten of Coins, come on. This leads to you stepping up to somebody who wants to partner with you in an emperor-like, empress-like way. You put respect on your name and you start to attract people who respect you. That's how it works. You cannot continue to belittle yourself, belittle your accomplishments, allow yourself to still feel guilty and shame for the things that you've been through that made you the strong, loving person that you are today. Accept that, move forward. Who want to rock with you, see if they're worthy to rock with you. That's just how that goes. Hold up. Okay, so this card just fell, right? But it fell in reverse. With the Four of Cups, say no to things that's not bringing you this. Say no to situations that you don't see a future with. Say no to situations that you find yourself draining your bank account, draining your emotional supply, draining your mental energy. Like, that is an indication that it's not for you, Emperor, Empress. So we're moving from the present energy to the future as the Emperor, right? As that boss, as that leader, as someone who maybe even an influencer who gives advice to people who, the Emperor rules over the kings in their various kingdoms. So this is you having enough wisdom to share freely. So that could also help you open up, be open to sharing your journey, be open to sharing the struggles that you have. Of course, as you see fit, of course, as you see, it's not for you to tell all your business, so to speak, but think about the people who inspired you and help you level up. They were vulnerable enough to share their story. So keep that in mind, as you're ready, but just little by little start to give that information away, okay? So we move to there. We have a mental prison. You're, you're in some sort of, in your head a lot. With the High Priestess, with the Two of Swords, you're not trusting your intuition. You're not trusting the intuitive nudges that you're getting. I'm really feeling that if you do not heed these warnings in the present, this is the energy that you're going to move into. Everything is about choice. Everything is about free will. These cards of divine is just letting you know how your actions are now. You can make a choice today that'll change the path of your life. You can make a choice tomorrow that'll change the path of your life. So just understand that by you not trusting your intuition, by you continue to be in your head instead of feeling how you feel and make the decisions that are best for you, you know, you're going to keep repeating this cycle of being stuck in the past because you're stuck in your head and stuck in the old energy that you cleared out, not making a choice. You know what I'm saying? Still feeling like a novice in certain areas that you leveled up in. We're students of this life. We're always going to be learning. But you, at a certain point, you start to honor your path and honor who you are and where you've been. And know that you're still working on, I'm hearing perfection, but you know, that's that could be a bit toxic. You're still working on being the best version of yourself, and that doesn't mean you're still not worthy of the best in any partnership. So if you're finding that you're in a place to where you're not being satisfied, to where you're not getting that equal give and take, resist the urge to say, well, you know, I'm still working on this and me, and this person's still working on that. That's making excuses. You're constantly going to still be working on yourself, but it's to find it's to attract the person who's working on themselves and who will meet you where you are. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't belittle yourself and use that as a reason to stay in situations that are not beneficial to you, that actually drain your energy. 10 of coins on the bottom. You're destined for this. You're destined for that partnership. You're destined for your empress. You got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head. You know, it's too much source energy popping up here. Use those swords to cut away that energy. You know, like, make it work for you. You want to be in your head all the time, like, you know, thank you for sharing those thoughts. We're moving past that. What can I learn from this? What have I learned from this? Journal that out so you can start to see visually instead of keeping it all in your head. Yeah, and I see the 7 of coins with the Chariot. The divine is urging you to move forward. Maybe even with all these coins, a new beginning, or maybe even with a business plan. Maybe just to even focus on your business. You know, I know people don't want to hear that because they want love and they want to find this and that. But self-love is also feeding your passions, feeding those things that give you joy and give you sustainability in this life. So you never know. You could meet your right person in your industry. As long as you continue to focus on yourself, the divine doesn't want to withhold any good thing from you. Like, that is, if somebody says that, that is a total lie. You deserve all the good things in your life, but you have to be ready for them. Yeah, but this moon is going to reveal something. It's going to reveal to you and this is a wolf here, right? Oh snap, yo. Ooh. It's about to reveal to you that perhaps your person may feel like a lone wolf too. Perhaps your person may have been in that energy of, you know, being so selective about their energy and maybe feeling like it's not worth it and feeling like, oh, everybody else getting their happily ever after. Your energy is precious. You continue to stay true to you, because there's somebody else out there too who you got to vibe with. Like, come on. After you walk away from all the things that's holding you back, after you walk away from all those limits and beliefs, all those relationships that's dimming your light, that's not honoring the person that you become, those interaction attachments that you agreed upon, that's you taking accountability. You chose to get in those relationships, so you could choose different. Start choosing to walk away from all that nonsense, and I'm telling you, yo, 10 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles, like, what more do you want? What more can you ask for? But so this one fell, like, this fell on the bottom row of the table. This is on the top. You're going to get all that when you do this. And the spirit is there. You're not in the boat by yourself. You may feel alone, but you're not by yourself. Spirit is there helping you. And this card reminds me of one of the people that, in the traditional Rider-Waite, that was kneeling before the Hierophant. There's somebody else who's just as committed as you, who's just as loyal to you, who's done with the BS, who's grown up, who's matured, who's stable mentally, financially, emotionally. Yo, my heart chakra just popped when I did that. Someone who's still able to keep their heart chakra open, but they know their worth, so they're not just accepting anything. Continue to step into that energy. Continue to allow spirit to help you to walk away from all those mental chains and mental barriers that are keeping you stuck in the same cycle. Take a chance on yourself. I'm really seeing the Fool card. Take a chance on yourself. On you. Not worried about what the other person's going to think and how they going to receive it. You giving enough. Say yes to you. Say yes to you. Real. I'm talking to you like your homegirl, because I am. Like, this is serious. Like, you deserve this. Don't stop playing with yourself like that. The Chariot of Ascension. Spiritual work of the higher initiate. So this is like that energy of protecting your crown chakra, right? It's like I said, your intuition. You've been receiving messages from the divine. You've been getting downloads. You've been your inner knowing been going off. You've been getting gut feelings. Like, you see that fire blazing right there around her. You've been purified from the waist down, from the root chakra on up. You've been purified. You've been cleansed. Take that initiative. Take that initiative to do what you need to do. For some reason, I'm really being urged to see if I can get this in the book. Okay, found it. Thank you. So I'm going to read from the book, okay? Your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of higher reality. This is to allow for conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body, and the joining in divine harmony of heaven and earth. It requires a powerful consciousness to do this, being intentional. The Merkaba Chariot of Ascension and Soul Fire is a spiritual gift to attain these divine purposes now, available to you as a high initiate. That's what I'm saying. You've been through a lot. You sacrificed a lot. You deserve this. There are times when the soul becomes ambitious and wishes to live its entire light consciousness, oneness with all expressions of its being, including the physical body. This is you making that merger between spirit and self. Spirit and physical. It may wish to do so simply because it's the nature of all beings to eventually realize themselves as divine, or because it needs specific new skills to be able to, it needs specific new skills to be available to the human expression in the physical body so it can continue with the divine purpose. Those skills may be channeling divine energy or consciousness for healing, traveling easily between the worlds of conscious spirit and communication, gathering greater artistic or creative ability because it feels wonderful to create on any number of other purposes. Come on, you are a natural creator. You're a natural divine being. Stop minimizing your power. Don't minimize your power. And as that being, as that higher level initiate, you cannot mix and mingle with those who have not chosen to level up in this way. We all have a choice, and it's okay if people aren't willing to go there, but you staying somewhere in a lower vibration of where you've come from is limiting your potential. It's going to affect all areas of your life. It's going to affect your coins. It's going to affect your mental health, your emotional stability. They're showing me the 8 of Wands. Spirit's been telling you this too. You may have had questions about your career or questions why this not working out, and they've been telling you trying to separate the two. Who are you choosing to partner up with in love? Who are you allowing in your energy on a regular basis? That all affects your abundance. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a high level vibrational being, you have so much energetic abundance, like spiritual abundance, and you connected with somebody else who's vibing lower. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. It's just that they are getting the benefit of being with you. They are draining your energy, getting your abundance, and you are getting depleted. You know, less energy to do the things that you want to do, less time to make for your own self-care. This is you taking accountability and responsibility, shaking off what doesn't work so you can get to this 10 of Pentacles, so you can get to this 10 of Cups, right? Because this is the energy you a boss. And throughout all these cards pulling, the Empress didn't come out. So I'm really feeling that you may not even be in connection with your divine counterpart. You may be in connection with somebody who resembles them, but they ain't it. So we got the Judgment and the 2 of Cups with the King of Coins on the bottom. So I'm really feeling here this 2 of Cups energy in that Judgment. This Judgment relates to you saying yes to a higher level of being. This is you not just being mental and cerebral or being all extra emotional. This is you merging that mental and emotional energy with this Judgment card, with the divine, with your ancestors, with the physical work that you put in here to make the right choices on who you should be with in this life, who you are attracting in this life. This is you. And this is like soulmate energy. And you got to know it exists. You may be an earth sign or somebody who's very grounded in stability, stable, right? But I'm really feeling here, split that in the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you got your counterpart here. Yeah, after you walk away from quick talking, fast moving people who only have nothing but words to offer you. They may have intentions to do what they say, but they're not following through. Leave all this in the past, because this is you right here. You got your counterpart right here. Timing is key, but choice is also key too. So you get that divine timing Justice card. Boom. You balance that out when you make the right proper choices that lead you to your highest level of being, which means you choosing you every step of the way. Every step of the way. And when you find that divine counterpart, it'll be effortless. The energy will flow. And even when there are certain speed bumps, it's just a speed bump. It's not a brick wall, because you both are intelligent communicators, emotionally open and vulnerable, communicating is what I'm feeling. That's what all that source energy is. Perhaps you're with people who aren't able to communicate how they feel, or unwilling to communicate how they feel. So now you're communicating how you feel in your own head, and it's leaving you in that 9 of Swords, and you just in your head the whole time. So use that 6 of Swords, use the help of Spirit to walk away from that energy. Trust your intuition. All right, so much love and light to y'all. I truly appreciate y'all joining us here. If you like this reading, please like the video. It really helps the channel. If you would like more personal information, or you want to book a personal reading, that information is in the description box below. Reach out. I'll let you know how everything goes, and we'll connect in that way. Transcend by Fire is our jewelry line, so definitely tap in and get a custom-made pendant or talisman, and check out Pharaoh's Rise for our guided meditations. Like I said, we began it on the root chakra. We're going to continue with the sacral chakra next month, February. So you'll be getting videos on the sacral chakra, custom music with specific frequencies for the sacral, as well as you can still check out the information that we posted on the root chakra, the yoga poses, just the general information, as well as those sonic frequencies I mentioned. All right. Thank y'all so much for joining us here. If you feel moved to give a donation to the channel, all donations are appreciated. I give thanks to everyone that's donated so far. Thank you so much. That information is in the description box below. Join us over on Instagram at TotalUnderstandingTarot. We'll be going live over there this week for sure. I know it was my intention to do it last week. Just kind of got caught up. You know, I'm still living out here too, and navigating these spiritual streets and these turbulent emotional waters, but everything's settling down, and I'm making clear decisions on what I want to do. I also listen to the advice that I give as well. All right, so much love and light to y'all. Be blessed. Namaste.